Another year's gone by. I'm so glad you're with me. The way you lift me up with the love you give me. It's good to know that you'll be mine when days are blue. Oh, what a dream come true.
Welcome to the Orange is the New Black podcast. I am Rob Southgate.
And I'm Martha Southgate.
And we're talking Season 5, Episode 9, The Tightening.
Oh, gosh. Okay.
Yeah.
Red senses trouble, but the others are convinced she's just paranoid. Tasty and Black Cindy enlist an unlikely ally, and two old friends clash.
Okay.
Oh, my gosh.
It was a horror movie.
Was, okay. I want to say it was fun.
It was fun.
It was an incredible episode, but I want to go curl up in a corner and rock back and forth and cry. And
it hit it all, too. Did you check the children?
Oh,
it had the
Shining
thing.
Girls. Yeah. The Floritza. Where the two Shining twins.
There was all the Jason stuff. It was crazy. So the last episode ended with Piscatella going in that back door. We thought he was going to go into the basement. We didn't see what door he came in.
No.
But he basically throughout the episode was taking one girl at a time and tying them up.
He's doing some serious
He's doing this
serious harm.
Yes.
I mean, he's not coming away from this.
Yeah, but he probably thinks he is, because what he's doing is he's capturing them one at a time, and that will break this riot. He doesn't think that the riot police were doing their job.
Mm-hmm.
So he's in there doing it for them. And it's one man, so he can only do one at a time. That being said,
he's hurting them.
He is. And he is a psycho.
Yes.
And the fact that he was taunting Red, and she was right about it. It was a crazy episode. I thought he was going to kill Flora. I thought for sure.
I did too.
But he didn't.
No, not yet.
When he took Nikki, I thought, this is so bizarre. And that reminded me of Scream when that happened. Like each one of them.
Yeah, we had a little bit of Psycho because you had Voss in the shower.
See, I didn't think Psycho. I thought Friday the 13th.
Yeah.
But it could be Psycho. Yeah, it could be Psycho. Nikki was definitely Scream. I'm not sure who Flora's was, what that one was, but I mean, it could be My Bloody Valentine for all we know.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and even that, now that I said that, there were overtones of My Bloody Valentine because of the outfit that he had on. So they really played homage to a number of classic slasher films, only it wasn't forced. This made awful sense. And I kept thinking that Cindy was going to get taken.
Oh my God.
But she had the cop uniform on. She had her nightstick.
Yeah.
But he grabbed Boo right in front of Linda.
Right.
I mean, it's crazy. And then she knew something was up. She was freaked out.
And then she's trying to get out. So she was blowing her cover.
Over. Her game was over.
Right.
She's like, okay, I need to get out.
In front of Caputo and Fig. And she's going, get me out of here. I'm done. I don't want to do this anymore.
She was so awful to Caputo that he's not playing. I got to say, though, there was something interesting in this episode, something that we have talked about, and we could probably figure it out online, but the time frame, it was referred to in this one a bunch of times. In the other ones, it hasn't been referred to. We've just kind of pieced it together and gone,
it's only been 2 days.
Yeah, it's only been like 2 days. Because another thing that was said was that Alita has only been out for a week.
Mm-hmm.
That's really wild.
That's crazy.
Because she said you just got out a week ago and this has already gone on. What did you think?
But she missed the riot.
She goes, did you think I was going to change, Daya in a week, being her mom for a week?
Right.
It's like, that's a week?
Yeah.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on.
Oh, man. So Daya's turned herself in and is going to Max.
Yes.
And
she's holding strong. Even when Alita was yelling out there, she didn't turn around and fall for her stuff.
Nope. And then
although that guard sure did. He liked her.
Oh my gosh. And then Suzanne is killing. I mean, it's breaking my heart. Those freaking meth heads have to go. Like,
that was one of the most awful things
them
ever.
Out.
They put her in whiteface with the powder.
Really
and
sad.
Left her tied up there.
And of course, Morello, who makes the best choices nuts. Ever. Well, and like she saw the pregnancy test and then covered him up.
Yeah.
Like,
I love how she
knows
like,
damn well she's not pregnant.
She was covering up with the Band-Aids. It's like, come on.
She knows.
Then she puts on her glasses because she's now Dr. Morello. And
but she told Suzanne she doesn't need her medication, and Suzanne said, "No, I really do." And she's like, "No, you don't. It's just to smooth out your edges, and you need to be you." And now, who knows what the hell that means? Because Suzanne's off to go do that,
right?
And that could very well mean she's going to go kill people. We don't know what it is.
She also made a reference, as she said, as she was leaving, she said, I got to be me and me.
Uh-huh.
So it was like, I'm going to be multiple personalities, or I don't know
what that meant.
That was, but it was very specific that it was two people.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah, that broke my heart though. When she had the white face on, I was like, these meth heads.
Yeah, they're just
have got
the worst
to go. You know what? Good that she thinks that putting lotion on her open sore is going to feel good.
Yeah,
good.
I hope she's like, oh, it's got aloe in it. Aloe's not good for a cut off finger.
I hope that it's got a lot of perfumes in it, so when she puts it on, she really knows that was not a good choice.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Now, if it was Carmex, Carmex, you can use that.
No.
And not on an open finger.
No, you really can't.
No.
That would hurt like a son of a gun.
As somebody who has lost a finger, I can attest that would not feel good.
No. And
months later after surgery, I could still feel where that was, and it still hurt. You still had to put things on it to try to numb the pain.
Phantom pain.
Yeah, so imagine.
Well, but she really needs medical attention, but I don't want her to get it because I really need her to go.
Oh, my God.
I need somebody to off these two. Or just open up the front door and throw them out. I
mean, I was having fun with them there when they were doing
I'm
the
no longer
prison idol and
having
everything.
fun with them.
No, I need them to go because they're just awful.
Yeah.
And the skinheads, it's made them awful.
Yeah.
It seems like all they need is a little push every time.
Mm-hmm.
If one person, like Piper, opens that door, they're the worst people they can be. Here, the meth heads open that door, they become the worst people they can be.
Yeah.
It's like some of them make a bad choice. Some of them are drawn to the wrong choice. These guys are drawn to the worst possible them they can be.
Yeah.
Every time. So even when you start thinking there may be some redemption for them, or there may be, not anytime soon. Those meth heads, no, nothing good is going to come out of those two. So Piscatella took Piper and Alex.
Yes.
That's pretty crazy.
Yep.
He got them both. What about that woman that was shaving her legs? He didn't take her.
I don't know.
Maybe he just didn't know she was there.
Maybe not yet. Or he hasn't gotten to her yet.
Yeah. Or maybe she was irrelevant in it. He didn't see her, or she was irrelevant in his plan. But I am dying to know what happens, because he said, "Are you prepared for this?" And Red's like, "I'm always prepared." And then it stopped.
And she is.
She is prepared.
She's hardcore.
What does she have?
But what's she going to do?
How about that? How about her backstory?
Yeah.
Now, I thought the blonde was Red.
Oh, no.
I did. Because that actress looked like her.
Oh,
more.
no. I think they did dead on.
Did you?
For a young, what, like, think
for like
about
a really young, yes.
How many people you've seen when you see them at this age and you look at their younger selves, it's like, oh, I could absolutely see how she could age to be that.
I was thinking that the blonde was Red and that she changed her hair when she got to America. I really didn't think that was Red. And I don't know why that didn't occur to me, but now that you say it, I can totally see her as being the younger Red.
Yeah.
I just thought the other one, she had kind of the bone structure, reminded me of her.
Yeah, but most people don't look like that at 20.
Right. Right.
You know what I mean?
Well, and even Kate Mulgrew. I mean, if you look at Kate Mulgrew, she probably looked very much like
that's what I'm saying.
That one.
Yeah.
We were just watching something. We were at a restaurant, and they had Star Trek the Voyager on, and Kate Mulgrew was
totally
on.
Different.
Totally different. Which she's so good in that too.
Yeah.
I just love her, and I just love her on this show so much. It's funny. I was listening to one of our episodes from this season today, and we were talking about how we were afraid that this season would go the route of killing somebody when we've had that a lot. We didn't need to have a killing. I'm starting to think, especially like this episode, I started thinking that there could be a killing in here. I'm starting to think
I'm sure as hell hoping it's Piscatella.
But I'm starting to think we may have some deaths.
Oh, you mean our main characters?
Yes. And I'm thinking multiple.
Really?
I don't know why.
Because of him?
I don't know. It was when he was taking them and they were having a little fun. That's a misdirect.
This is not fun.
No, but that's a misdirect to the audience. I mean, they were having fun with our emotions.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
They were toying with us.
I wasn't having fun.
No. Other than it was an amazing episode.
Right.
But I started getting this weird feeling, and I think it's because I heard that today. And I started thinking, I wonder if we're completely off in that assessment that that's a bad move. They may thin the herd here. We may see more than one main character go. Does it mean dead or removed or whatever? This could be, like at the end of the season, there may be...
Well, half of them could be in Max.
Yeah, a handful of our regulars, and they may not be back for a while, which is a really weird thought.
Yeah.
It also goes back to what we were saying in the first episode or second episode when we were talking about how the show could go on without Piper, how that's 3 months from now. If this has only been a week in the 2 seasons, really? Yeah, Piper could be there for quite a while. If she's got 3 months left on her sentence, we could have another 2, 3, 4 seasons before Piper's let out.
Right.
And it doesn't feel like they're stretching time here.
No.
In fact, I was starting to think it was going too fast. Oh
my gosh.
But no, it's crazy. So Caputo's out of the poo.
Yeah, he is.
And he took off
he looked a lot fresher than I would expect him to come out of there, well, considering
I bet he didn't smell fresher.
No, but I mean he wasn't covered in vomit and feces and...
Yeah, but we saw him in there. They showed him when he got the cigarette.
But he said before...
He looked dirty. He just didn't
vomit is coming over the top of the thing and whatever.
Yeah.
You would think he would be
dirtier.
A little filthier.
Yeah.
But
so disgusting. But yeah,
I'm glad he's
out.
Not because I didn't want to see that.
But now I need that other guard to be let out. That poor guy just had to go to the bathroom and then they just torture him.
Yeah.
Get that guy out of there. They're starting to use those. I like when, we were listening to Under the Dome today too, and Dottie is on it. She was the one complaining, she was Dottie on Under the Dome.
Yes.
But she was complaining that, hey, you keep locking him up in here and you're taking away places for us to go to the bathroom. I mean,
the lines are so long.
Ridiculous. But then they threw,
Doggett in.
Yeah, Doggett in one.
Yeah.
That sucks. Now, Doggett did say in the second episode, go ahead and throw me in one. This will be over soon. I'll be let out.
Right.
I'll survive it.
Yeah.
So I think she will. But that was awful. Once again, those awful meth heads.
And that guy is still in there and they keep,
No, at least he can go to the bathroom. He said he can't go when he's in public. But
no, he doesn't want to be in there anymore. Nobody wants to let him out.
No, I don't like to go into a porta potty for the 20 seconds I'm in it.
So do you think Alita's going to take the hostages and release them?
Not Alita. She's not in the prison.
Gloria.
Gloria?
We've been talking Alita lately. Do you think that Gloria, in order to save herself, is going to release the hostages?
If I had to guess at how it's going to play out.
Well, you don't know, so I'm asking you to guess.
No, I'm saying how it's going to play out. Not just yes or no answer, but my guess is yes.
Okay.
Although I get the feeling that she will release the hostages at at a critical moment when everything is breaking down, like they're about to rush in, it's all about to break down, she will make the move at that point, and it may or may not benefit her.
Yeah.
That guy from the company is a piece of junk.
Yes.
So if she doesn't do it earlier than that moment,
he'll claim, it was because of something else.
Yeah. So he's not going to help her.
Right.
And she even said it. What good does it, or how do I trust this? And he's like, well, you can't. But you do it.
But
you
she's
stand
like,
a better
there are
chance.
400 women in here who are going to kill me.
Yeah.
Like I won't be able to.
And that could
I'll
be
lose
too.
all my friends.
But that could be too. What if she does this and one of the skinheads murders her?
Right.
You don't know. I got a bad feeling. This one gave me a really bad feeling. I know it was supposed to be a horror movie, and it was fun, but there was something underlying.
It was so unsettling
that made me think this is going to get shaken up.
Yeah.
This was like, we're going to give you a little Novocaine before we actually remove people. What didn't we talk about here? We got
I don't know.
Red.
I kind of feel like we talked it out, but
we got Red. We got there. Well, Tacy was in the negotiations. They're back in. There's
and
not
now
really
they've
anything.
Recruited Caputo.
There's not really anything going forward there because they got Caputo. He's helping with the negotiations. It's about the education thing. That's all interesting.
Yeah, we talked about Morello and
Morello,
Suzanne, and
the Piscatella thing is the big story here. And Red freaking out and nobody believing her until now they're all tied up.
Yes.
And it's funny because that kind of thing, him tying him up, the way it played out, on almost any other show, I might feel that was kind of cheap.
Mm-hmm.
Like, okay, this doesn't happen. Here, I'm totally going with Piscatella doing this.
Yeah.
This playing out this way. I'm glad that they chose to do this like horror movie homage throughout it. It
softened it a little bit.
Yeah, and it made it in a weird way fun.
That's what I mean.
Like a horror movie can be fun.
Yeah.
You watch the people and you're like, no, they're gonna die, or no. I felt that. I love that Cindy didn't get taken.
Mm-hmm.
They made the comment a couple episodes ago that it's always the black people, the
right.
first ones to go. They said that's what happens. And it's been a joke forever because it is what happens. Didn't happen here.
So far, no.
So far, Cindy was right in the thick of it. Not only is she wearing a cop uniform, which isn't how it normally plays out, she's a woman.
Yeah.
How it normally doesn't play out. The women usually go right away, except for the final girl. And then she's African American.
Right.
And
so
she's the one that didn't get taken.
You've got in there Piper and Alex and Nikki and Flores
and Boo. That's it, right? Well,
I thought there was
Red named more, but I didn't see. You know who she named was I'm drawing a blank. The one who doesn't talk.
Norma?
She named Norma, but Norma wasn't in that room. I have wondered about Norma.
Norma's with the old people.
No, is she? Yes, she is.
Yeah.
You know what? I forgot that because I was thinking about Norma today because I remember when she put on the
she wrote down her answer.
Yeah, but I was remembering before that when they were first starting the riot and she put on the like belt thing and then walked out there and I thought, what happened to her? But you're right, she was sitting with them when they were doing their sex talk.
And then she wrote down the answer and they were like,
"Yikes!
Whoa, you did that? That's hardcore,
Yeah.
So Norma's with them. And since we haven't seen any of them, we assume that they're all still down there.
Well, Gloria was down there with them.
Yeah, but we haven't seen the others.
Yeah, we haven't seen Yoga Jones or any of the others. So, yeah, well, Gloria left because she got that text.
Right.
So, yeah. How about when Frida finds Piscatella up there? If Frida sees Piscatella, I want her to walk in while Red is fighting with Piscatella.
Mm-hmm. And just take him
That'll
out.
be it.
Yeah.
His whole reign will be over.
I just hear her going, "Oh, hell no." I'm I'm done. Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't want him to be overpowering Red. I want Red to be kind of winning.
Yeah.
And then Frida walks in and it's like,
done.
That tips the scale.
Yeah.
He's over.
Yeah.
So I think we covered everything.
Yeah.
I'm going to end it. Thank you everybody for listening. Please follow us on social media. Super easy. On Twitter and Instagram, it's Orange Podcast. On Facebook, it's Orange is the New Black Podcast. You can write us at southgatemediagroup@gmail.com or on our Facebook page or tweet us, whatever. We do respond. We love it. We love getting in conversation about this. Tell us what we've missed. Tell us what we got right. Tell us we're idiots, because I guarantee there are people thinking we're idiots on some of this. But we're having fun with it.
Are we watching the same show?
Yeah, right. They're like, maybe you're watching a different season. So that's it. Please rate us and review us. It really helps. You're getting this for free. All we ask it back is a rate and a review. That would really help. All right, Martha, you got any final thoughts?
No, I'm all good.
Oh, I can't wait to get to the next one.
I'm not going to sleep tonight, but,
No. In fact, be safe, everybody. Inmates, back to your cells.